Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the spoilers for the upcoming week of October 21st, 2024. So new troops, the events, weapons, pets, kingdom power, all that good stuff. But let me set up the stream first and we'll get right to it. So give me a sec, I'll put in a chapter so you can skip all this beginning nonsense. I don't really have a thumbnail today. I'm going to make one later. Running a little bit behind. It should be the last stream where it's acting up and stuff. Crashing. Gonna get a Wi-Fi extender or start streaming and, you know, with it hardwired or something like that. Should be the last one where we're having trouble. I just didn't have time today to get it sorted, so we'll get it done for the next one for tomorrow for Marvel Puzzle Quest. But I do have a picture of one of the new troops I can put as a thumbnail. Let's save that. Setting her up, setting her up. Mark's here. Mark, Joey, Anita. How's it going? My computer's being slow, so I'm gonna jump into the chat. Let me show you this Underspire. I've been doing it epic and under, so no mythic, no legendary. And I'm on the 6th boss, so looks like it's about to happen. I just gotta beat, you know, sometimes the bosses are hard. Like the dragons can get you, especially the 6th and 7th and 5th. So we're not out of the woods yet, but I've been using my epic and under team just as a challenge run to myself. Might be ultra rare and under. Ooh, hold on. That's an epic right there. So, yeah, it's epic and under, so no mythic, no legendary Underspire I'm doing right now. Just give myself a challenge. I didn't have to do it. Of course, it's the Vault event right now, so not the best time to be doing something like this, but we got a Raktian Weaver you could be using, Arc Proxy Avenger you could be using, Web Spinner you could be using, and I decided I'm not going to use any of that. I'm going to use the low-level team that I suggested you guys to use, just to see if it would work all the way through. And so far, so good. You know, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's doing it. So it's possible. My stats are high. I have been playing the game for a long time, so you could say all that. But, I mean, it's not impossible for you to get the entire Underspire done without mythics and legendaries. And that's all I really want to show is you don't always need mythics and legendaries to do things in the game. Still setting her up here, sorry. There we go. Here's the chat. Hit like, turn in your ticket to the train. Don't jump the turnstiles. Don't be a train surfer. Turn in your ticket. Turn in your ticket or kick it. Kick rocks. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. You can still be here. It's fine. Let's see. Alright. Still dealing with all this stupid drama, too. I'm probably going to try not to talk about it, because I went overboard yesterday. It is what it is. Got Mark, Joey, Anita. Mark Balding got gifted by Anita. Thank you so much, Anita. Appreciate it. Alright, so I only have lanterns left, so I'm gonna have to use, because I want to get this done today. So I want to get it done, so I'm gonna use lanterns. I would use lanterns on this one anyway, but like the 7th boss I wouldn't normally. But I want to show you me completing the whole thing epic and under, so I'm gonna use lanterns that I shouldn't use. It's not the worst thing in the world to do it on the 6th and the 7th. To playlist. No, I'm not AI. Let's put Gems of War as the game. Gems of War. Save. And we're monetized today, so I won't be cursing. But it's on the lowest setting. Not trying to bombard you with ads or anything. Marky Mark pushing the train. Thanks, man. I'll heart that. Thumbs up. Mark Joey says, so I think I missed the answer last time I asked, is it better if I have 300 plus vault keys to do low level or high level? I'm sorry if you answered already. Yeah, high level is as high level as you can. I think I did answer it, but it's okay. Like I said, on my new account, I did like not the highest setting, but the one right before the highest setting for like one vault event. So one vault event's worth of keys. If it's 300, if it's 200, if it's 100, whatever it is. I didn't do the highest setting. You kind of ramp yourself up. You kind of start with normal, then you go up a difficulty. You see if you can do it or not. Because the thing you don't want to happen is for you to lose and like waste a vault key. So no matter how long it takes, as long as you're winning, it's still worth it to do the hardest setting you can. But you don't want to be like losing vault keys. Like you don't want to lose the fight. You can lose a troop. You can lose all your troops except for one, and you're still fine. You still get all the loot. If the gnomes run away, it's fine. You still get all the loot. It's different than like the main game. Inside of a vault event or a vault key, when you're opening a vault key, if the gnomes run away, it doesn't matter. You still get the loot, even as long as you win. Outside of a vault key, if a gnome runs away, you do not get their loot. But that's why it doesn't matter, and try to do it on the hardest setting you can when you're opening vault keys, which you shouldn't be doing during the vault event anyway right now, but, you know, you're getting a bunch of them right now. You probably want to know the answer for when you do open them. And, yeah, the answer is do it on the hardest setting you can. Even if it takes you 5 minutes, you know, it's still worth it. As long as you can get it done without fear of losing. I think I'm going to start this battle, but let me put a chapter. Details. Okay. Got Underspire Challenge. Epic and under. Just because of that Malcandessa, that empowered converter that I'm not even using half the fights, I gotta put that it's epic and under instead of ultra rare and under. Where are we at? We're at the 8-minute mark. Alright, save. And back at it. Okay. So let's go. Let's see if I can get this done. We do have Malcandessa right now. Mark says I beat Underspire last night, but used a mythic. That's good. That you have no mythics and are that far. Hey, this isn't something anybody should ever do. I just wanted to show you that all my teams work all the time. Or most of the time, you know, I don't know. Just showing you that this team works right now. Alright, so we just had that little red extra turn, which screwed up my alignment, but it's okay. We're getting blue. So this guy is pretty good. He's in the glory shop right now. And he does have extra stats this week, so you gotta remember that. He has extra 20% stats. That's what those two, like, green arrows are. There's one green arrow, it means 10%. If there's two, that means 20% extra. And that's always with every single glory shop troop. They're gonna have 20% extra stats for that week. So he does have extra stats right now, but he's still pretty good even without those stats. He does damage to the first and last enemy, boosted by purple gems. He has deal double skull damage versus webbed enemies and inflicts web when doing skull damage. So it's always going to do that double skull damage as long as they can be webbed. And then 25% skull reduction. So as a first slot, at least it has some sort of skull mitigation. We want to get up like our weapon. So yellow and brown. Yellow and brown, flush it down. Because then the weapon will make green and purple for each Zalkari ally. So we had to make ourselves Orb Weaver, right? So we could be a Zalkari ally. It says under my name Zalkari. That means I'm from Zalkari as this hero, as this class. So we're Orb Weaver, which is cool too, because if you lose your first slot, Orb Weaver has like a 35% chance when you take damage to summon in a giant spider, which can help you, because I have been losing that Shadow Beetle, especially here towards the end of the Underspire, so it's been useful. We have the Malcandessa, let's do it. Anytime you have skulls, you want to do it. Get your weapon up as quick as you can. So you can put more purple on the board to boost this as well. Your weapon will get up your Deep Huntsman and get back up your Malcandessa. And then it will also put a bunch of purple on the board for the Shadow Beetle for when it casts. Doesn't boost, like the boost isn't great. Like I'm getting +1 right now, but it's better to have it than to not have it, I guess. Let's shoot it off. So, another cool thing about the Shadow Beetle is it hits the last enemy, which is the dragon. So we could concentrate on that dragon with all of our damage. That's why I'm using this weapon instead of an explodey weapon, because the only damage we have is the Shadow Beetle, so I figured I need some more damage. And this thing does mana generation too, and helps with this boost and everything. So, you know. Let's do this again, I guess. Sometimes it can line up some skulls for you. Got this green. So let's do Deep Huntsman, which also has another summon. So you got 2 safety nets. You got your Orb Weaver with the giant spider summon, and you got your Deep Huntsman. If it dies, it has a 100% chance to summon a Tomb Spider. So if you somehow lose your Shadow Beetle and your hero, you still have 3 troops, not just 2. Shoot this off. And I could lose here for sure, because this is one of the hardest fights. Doing a challenge run in the Underspire, Epic and Under. Not the greatest time to do it, but whatever. Let's get some blue and brown and yellow. Let's take skulls whenever we can. It should hit pretty hard. It should hit for like 180, as long as they don't have skull mitigation. Which this guy doesn't. Or, yeah, he doesn't. 180. Alright, so yellow, brown. Yellow, brown. Blue. Take skulls, of course. So the Shadow Beetle's hitting the first and the last slot. You can do your weapon on the last slot and the Shadow Beetle on the last slot, and then you got skulls on the first slot and Shadow Beetle on the first slot. So you're kind of killing first and last slot. There goes number 2. Speaking of yellow and brown, there goes number 2. And hitting the dragon. You accidentally used my lantern on the 5th boss last night. You were so mad? Yeah. Definitely want to use it on the 4th or the 6th. Or like the 1st or 2nd if you're not going to go very far. Deep Huntsman. So yeah, there goes the Shadow Beetle. I'm not too worried about it though. We'll still be okay. There's our giant spider. So maybe it's when I do damage to them. 35% chance to summon a giant spider when I take damage. So I guess it is when I take damage. Do we have Malcandessa? No. We want brown and yellow. That weapon up. Giant spider makes purple. That kind of only goes towards Malcandessa. Malcandessa makes green, which goes towards the Deep Huntsman. Deep Huntsman blows up the board, which goes to everybody. Take those skulls. Let's do Malcandessa, get up Deep Huntsman. We'll take those skulls. Alright, we'll take those skulls. We'll get a kill. We just have Ruby Wrath left. This is the 6th boss, Epic and Under. Challenge Run, Underspire. Deep Huntsman. Weapon. And we did it! We did it! At least we did the thing that we were hoping to do. The 6th boss, doubling the 6th boss is kind of the main goal of the Underspire, but we're definitely going to go after that 7th boss too. We got the double big gold knockers right there, which is why you double up the 6th boss. And our keystone for the 7th boss, where you get your Dragonite. Remember the little trick with the mini-map? Just float over there. Thanks, Mark. You're a real one, bro. So I have to use my lantern, unfortunately, because I ran out of torches, but just to complete it today, just to do it on stream, because tomorrow we're doing Marvel Puzzle Quest, or else I would wait till tomorrow. If I was like a normal person not streaming, I would wait until tomorrow. I have the patience, but since we're doing this on stream, I want to get the entire thing done with this Epic and Under team on stream. So let's use a lantern when we probably shouldn't. And hey, I could lose a lantern, because this is the hardest fight in the entire thing. With an epic and under team. No mythic, no legendary. Let's get it. Let's see if we can do it. Mark and Anita are out there trying to start her up. Appreciate it. Guys, I can always rely on you guys. Some people you don't know, man. They seem kind of moly or snaky. We got yellow and brown. And some more brown. Okay, let's get some yellow. Some brown. Brown's really good because it's Shadow Beetle and your weapon. Shadow Beetle, we could do that. We probably should before it dies. Man, this looks hard. I might have to use trinkets. Ugh. Let's go ahead and shoot it off because I don't want him to die. We don't have Malcandessa. We need to get yellow, brown, and blue. Here's some blue. Let me know if the stream starts crashing and stuff. This is probably the last one where that happens, I hope. So I don't mind you telling me, because I'm gonna fix it. Alright, we got the weapon. Let's get Diamantina. I think that's the biggest threat. Like, that Lasher can do some damage too. But Diamantina's really a threat. So let's set him again. Her, him, whatever. We'll do the spoilers after this. Ooh, baby. Uh-oh. Are we gonna be able to do it? The heavy skull damage? No! Don't kill me. Not yet. Come on. Gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Might take a couple attempts. I might have to waste some torches. I got Deep Huntsman. Come on, Deep Huntsman. Oh, let me have that weapon. Let me have... Ooh, we got the giant spider. Nice. Okay, let's do the weapon on Diamantina. This is exciting. This is the stuff I like. I like to play the games where it's not like a given that you win. Like, you're playing the Vault event all weekend. It's just like blowing away easy enemies, and it kind of gets boring and you fall asleep. But it's the best place to be farming in the entire game, so it kind of makes it worth it, of course. But stuff like this, I could lose. My Deep Huntsman has 63 HP. My hero has, like, not even half of his. My Shadow Beetle's almost, yeah, getting hurt pretty bad. I already lost my Malcandessa. But it is the last fight. Diamantina, no! Diamantina, no! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, let's summon in a spider swarm. We got summons. We got summons. We can do it. We can do it. Come on, baby. Ugh! It hurts so bad. It's hurting. Gotta get that giant spider up again. We're just gonna be surviving now. Oh, giant spider, let's go. We gotta take skulls. I think it's like our only damage. No, not the tomb spider. Uh-oh. This is bad news. This is bad news. That Diamantina's is poisoned with 10. Uh-oh. No! No, we're gonna lose. I might have to use trinkets. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. What else you gonna use them on, right? Yeah, we're kind of screwed here. We have no way to summon now. They got way too much HP. If that Diamantina would have just died. Yep, we're dead. Alright, hey, it's not worth doing if it's super easy. I'm gonna hang in here probably and just let myself lose. T-Birds is here. Good to see you, man. Goody Two Shoes. Alright, we lost. No big deal. Let's use trinkets. I just want to get it done. Epic and under. I don't want to waste, like, lanterns. If I didn't want to get this done today on stream, I would never Use lanterns, of course. And I would use trinkets, though. If I'm having trouble on, like, the last boss, I'd use trinkets. I just wouldn't use them, like, throughout the entire thing. I don't even really have that many. Got Wild and Frost. Alright, this is going to be my last attempt. Because... I don't even know. Maybe I should do different metals, too. I don't even have a death trinket. I don't want to really buy them. I know I could go buy them, probably. Let's do seasons. Why does it put me way over there again? Let's do seasons. We really got to concentrate down that Diamantina this time. Couple trinkets. Alright, here we go. Last attempt. If I don't get it done today, then maybe I'll make a video tomorrow. Like a pre-record. If I can't get it done today on stream. We got like the main thing done. We got the double gold knockers without doing any trinkets, epic and under. But I really want to get the whole thing done. Okay. I think I'm going to do this first. Go Diamantina. Let's do this now. Diamantina again. Got a purple extra turn right here. Green. Yeah, you should only use them on like the super hard fights that you might lose. Get some blue. Some more blue. Shadow Beetle. Malcondessa, maybe? Probably not, because it's only going to go into the Deep Huntsman who's already up. So I'm going to use Deep Huntsman right now. Now we can get it back up. We're close. Extra turn. Skull damage. Shadow Beetle. Come on, we got to get that Diamantina out of here. Deep Huntsman. Did you just get gifted, Tyrion? He can't get out. He just can't get away. He runs away for a little bit, but we always find him. We get the Bloodhounds out. Get out the Bloodhounds, get a scent. He left his tidy-whities at the jail. So we put the tidy-whities up to the Bloodhound's nose, get the scent. And we find him. We find Tyrion again. We capture him and throw him in prison. The Sinnycool prison. We throw him in the choir and make him sing. How's it going, Chad? You're always at work, man. It's the way to be, though. It's the way to be, bro. Screw everything else. All that matters is working and getting money. For real. You know, eventually. I feel like life goes in stages. When you're like a little kid, all you care about is your friends. When you become like a teenager, you're like freshman, high school, all you care about is girls. Girls until from like 15 to 25, it's like nothing matters except for girls. And once you get to the 30, around 30, especially if you've had your fill. I mean, if you've never, you know, if you're on a dry streak for your whole life, of course you're still going to be worried about, yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying how, for me, eventually it becomes, I just need to make money. Like, nothing else matters. You know, your family, of course, matters. I'm saying, like, that's a given. Family always matters. And that's how, like, in the end, after you go after money for so long, you figure out that that's what really matters, is family and people that actually care about you. That's how life goes in stages like that, kind of. It's not even that it's right. Am I going to lose again? What is going on here? Diamantina has 2 HP. 2 HP. Come on, Tomb Spider, you got this. You gotta shoot it. Yeah! Alright, I don't know. We could still lose. They got, look how much HP they got and how much I got. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do this. I might have to put a video out. No! Dang it. I need some torches so I can make some real attempts without wasting lanterns. Thought I could do it. We kinda did it. It's only a kinda. We only kinda did it. Got the what matters. I could switch up my team a little bit. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Uh-oh. What happened there? We got 12 HP. I don't think we're going to be able to do this, but wouldn't it be crazy if I do? There's no freaking way. Because she's going to get upcast and kill me. Yep, I'm dead. Dang. We were so close. We're so close. Oh, the death mark! The death mark! Go off! Go off! What if it goes off? What if it goes off? This is gonna be crazy. What if the death mark goes off? It's webbed. It only does 1 damage. We're still in it. We're still in it. I just gotta be really careful. Don't give them skulls. Don't give them skulls. I'm gonna do everything I can do to not give them skulls. And I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully, if that death mark goes off, we go crazy. We go nuts. Alright, I'm afraid to take this blue because maybe like a skull will fall. I think this purple will be okay though, right? No, it lost its death mark. It cleansed. No. If I take this red and they get skulls, I'm gonna literally poop my pants. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Could steal their purple. This could also make us... No, it can't. This won't. So let's do this. Get them back webbed. Now we know it won't be a skull, so we can do the red. Red and brown. Red and brown. Got a big old green. We gotta get them death marked. If I do this and a skull falls here... I'm scared. Just steal their purple again. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, baby. Death mark them. Come on, death mark. Come on, death mark. No, or their skulls in 2 different spots. Okay, I can take this over and I think I can get rid of them. Right? We can blow all that up and get rid of both the skulls. Because if you look at it, like there's skulls here, there's skulls here, there's skulls here. You would think like, oh no, you're dead. But if I take these, I could take the green first, but what if that screws it up? If I take the green, those 2 skulls fall. Will that work? That might. Alright, so we'd have skull. No. Wait. Then I could take that maybe. Nah, then there would be skulls and... I think it's still fine, right? Nah, that would screw it up. I can't take the extra turn. Pretty sure I can't. Because there would be a skull here, a skull here. But then I couldn't take the Doom Skull over, and they could still take this. I'm going to take this. It's going to be weird. Like, you would think, why wouldn't you take the extra turn? But it will screw it up. Now, a skull could just fall down here, and I'll be screwed, but... Yeah, we did it! We did it! No way, that was crazy. Nice. I made the right choice. Just time after time after time. And then people still, like, doubt me. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll tell everything I say I truly believe, and I'm just trying to help y'all out. And then I prove it time after time. But it's whatever. People are who they are, and you can't change some people. You can't fix stupid, you know? Can't fix stupid. There we go, we did it. That was crazy. I had one Tomb Spider left, like barely any HP. That Siren had like its full health. It looked like I was doomed. That's the best, man. Remember that Green Guild Wars fight, I think it was, where I had one troop left and they had all four? And it was Guild Wars, like bracket 3. And I still won somehow. I had like Possessed King and that's it. Like not even a good troop. I have a video up about it. It has like 300 views because that's, you know, we're in the, you know, I'm not going to say too much, but yeah. Something like that has 300 views, but other like cheesy, corny stuff has thousands. That's where we're living right now. That's the reality we're in. Alright. So let me get to these spoilers. I'll do auto battles. We'll see if we can win, if the AI can win in the epic trials. So that's another fun thing to do. We've got Zolkari. Zolkari is right here. Duh. We did it! We did it. Yeah. Alright, so let's do trials on with the AI fighting so I can read the spoilers to you. See if the AI knows what they're doing here. And if you think like, oh, he used trinkets on that last fight, I didn't use trinkets on any other fight the whole way through. But maybe we can try it without trinkets next time. Like, it's always fun to like ramp it up. You don't want to go for the hardest thing immediately. It's fun to like ramp it up so it gives you more excitement, you know? It's usually what you do. Like you start with, hey, I'll try to see how many times, like I'm not going to die more than 10 times on this game or something. You're like, okay, now I'm going to see if I can do it in 3 or less. And then I'm going to see if I can do no death. And then I'm going to see if I can do don't level at all. Like, alright, so AI. Autoplay, I mean, whatever. And I'll put a chapter in for the spoilers. How are y'all doing on your vault keys? I am not doing so well because, you know, yesterday. That was the master plan all along. Deflect. Accuse somebody of doing something that they're probably doing themselves. I'm not saying they are, but why even think about that unless you're doing it yourself? Their numbers look just as weird as mine, but anyway. Let me get these spoilers. Alright, weekly event spoilers for the upcoming week of October 21st, 2024. What do we got going on next week? Looks like a Divinian Fields week. Divinian Fields, Underspire, Divinian Fields, Epic Trials. We have a Journey event. Zebratar is the troop. Centaur is the type. Tuesday faction event is Wild Court. Wednesday pet rescue is Falabella from Divinian Fields. Thursday class event is Oracle. And Friday we have a faction event for the Labyrinth. If you don't have the Labyrinth done, that would be a great time to go for Pure Faction 500 and Deathless and all that good stuff. So let's check out Divinian Fields, see what event key drop table holds for us and what weapons will be in the Soul Forge. Yeah, so all that, like, that doesn't make me like, oh, it's okay, you know. Oh, it's okay. That's just like, he took it down because he was wrong and he lied. So that's just proof. Just even more proof he's a liar. Alright, troops. Anthea, Artima, Astral Mother, Astral Spirit, Atlanta, Aspatia, Axebeak, Bull Taurus, Centaur Scout, Centuragon. Chiron, Guardian of the Fields, Herd Master. Herney, Hippolyta, Horse Lord, Immortal Sagittarian, Moa, Nightwing, Ogre Tar, Oniros, Orion's Herald, Orion, or Airy, or Orrery, whatever you say that. I heard somebody say it the other day. Pegasus, Planesjumper, Ragnagord, Sagittarian, Stargazer, Thaumator, the World Breaker. So, you know, some of y'all are smart like Roxy. You know, Centurigon's okay, but it's not worth event keys because we had Zalkari this week. If you didn't throw all your event keys this week, then you're waiting for Adana, which is very soon thereafter of Divinian Fields. So Divinian Fields is like, you know, dead. Don't throw event keys. Weapons! These will be in the Soulforge. Bullseye. Divinia, blah, blah, blah. Those aren't anything. Doomed Chronicle. Dreamcatcher. Eternal Flame. Eye of Orion. Firefly. Rosebow. Sagittarian's Bow. Scout's Bow. Shooting Star. Staff of the Field. Staff of Visions. The Beaten Path. The Decaying Orbit. Verdant Reaver. And Wild Hunter. There's nothing there either, so it sounds like a big ol' stinker. Big ol' stinker. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing it right. You got it, bro. You're right about that. And I have a reason to hate him. He doesn't really have a reason to hate me. Like, if it wasn't for me, he would be nothing. So, you should... That's all I want, dude. I tell you guys to go watch Tacit. I'm never saying bad things about Crisp. You know, me and Ginky had a little tiff, but she was doing something I didn't like, and then she stopped doing it, and now we're cool. All right? There's a, you know, I'm a little bit ornery with people, but just like when they do something I don't like, or they're corny, I just don't, you know, I try to like, who would I suggest for y'all to watch when I'm not on? Tacit. You know, and if you want even more, go check out Crisp. You know, at least he's trying to do different things. Crisp is trying to do, like, shorts and, like, all kinds of other different things. So I don't even mind. Like, if I see him do something like Skull Waterfall 2.0, that doesn't even make my blood boil at all. I'm like, cool. Dude was respectful. You know, he was a good guy. So I don't care. Even if he, like... It's like when the person's disrespectful, doesn't... Yeah, it could have, like, said... Could have been way nicer and respected your elders. Like, most of us here aren't 20 years old and teenagers. And wouldn't you want people to respect you for doing it first and being the OG and all that? If, like, some new guy, new booty came into the job site, wouldn't you expect for them to, like, have a little bit of respect for you and stuff like that? Especially if they're going to just copy everything you're doing and, like... get successful off of doing it. You think they would have some gratitude? Like Crisp, like Tacit, he doesn't care. You know, I learned everything I know from him, and I always say it. And I say, go watch him. He's the OG. I don't step on his toes. I don't stream when he's streaming. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see him getting mad at me, right? It's because I did it the right way. He might forget my name from time to time, but you don't see him talking bad about me, right? So, who's the only person people are talking bad about? And it's not even just me. What does that say? You know? Alright. So, let's check out troop spoilers. On Monday, October 21st from midnight, we have Archdruid Blackwood. Whoa, Blackwoody? Ooh. Whoa, Blackwoody Bamalam. Okay, I get it. Archdruid Blackwood. Whoa, Blackwoody, Bam-a-lam. Whoa, Blackwoody, Blam-a-lam. Arcane, Swamp, and Venom. Base Rarity Mythic. Troop Type Elemental Mystic. Troop Roll Mage. One thing I regret I said yesterday was, you know, I was just going crazy off, just not even thinking when I was talking, so... I don't think that people from England have a weird accent, you know? I just think that Americans are weird for, like, putting that on a pedestal for some reason. Like, it could be the dumbest person, like the... biggest waterhead from England, and we would still think that they're official. It's like, I'm talking about how dumb we are, not how... Like, I like it too, I think it's cool. But I'm not going to automatically think the person knows what they're talking about. I'm not going to be that dense. Hey, Roxy's from England. Hey, you didn't take offense then? Good. So I didn't mean it the way that it sounded, probably. I was just going crazy. Talking crap. I'm not trying to throw a whole country under the bus. Or a whole city, or whatever it is. The UK. I like the UK. I've been watching the crap out of Storer, like, these parkour people from England. They're freaking awesome. They're really good at something. It's not just because of their accent. I'm watching them jump from one thing to the other, and yeah, they're like really good at something. It's not just because they have a funny, not a funny accent, but a different accent than what I'm used to. Yeah, Store. I'm watching Store. I just for some reason it got recommended to me the other day, and now I'm like binge watching it. Those guys are awesome. And it's cool too because they're not like super studs with like Jake Paul or freaking Logan Paul or something. They're just like normal dudes. Stella is better than Diamantina. That's right. If somebody asked that. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of spoilers. I'll catch up in the chat. Also on Monday, October 21st from Divinian Fields, we have Winged Donkey. We don't talk about Burrow. We don't talk about Burrow. No, no. Is that? Arcane Mountain, base rarity, ultra rare. Troop type, Centaur Beast, Troop roll, Striker. This is the donkey that I have on the thumbnail. Flying Kick is the spell. Deal magic +3 damage to the first enemy and knock them to the back. Destroy a random column. Did I read the first one? Hold on, let me start over. I'm sorry. On Monday, from midnight, we have Archdruid Blackwood. Woe Blackwoody Bam-a-lam. Arcane Swamp and Venom. Base rarity Mythic. Troop type Elemental Mystic. Troop roll Mage. It is an Elemental Mystic. Spell is Ritual of Decay. Deal magic +2 true damage to all enemies boosted by entangled gems, then disease them all. Mana color blue, green, purple. Mana cost 24. Trait number 1, Nature Pact. 25% chance to summon a Dryad on death. Trait number 2, Impervious. Trait number 3, Creeping Vines. Create 2 Entangle Gems when my turn begins. So, you know, true damage to all enemies is always nice. Magic +2. That's not a lot, I don't think. And then it's boosted by Entangle Gems, which are hard to put up on the board. So, I don't know, man. I like to see the true damage to all enemies. Like, that's a good thing. But the boost is not great, and the magic +2 isn't awesome. So, I don't think it's going to be like a one-shotter. It'll probably be more like a Phoenix. But it does put 2 Entangle Gems on the board when its turn begins. 25% chance to summon a Dryad on death. It could be useful here and there. I mean, an elemental, it's an elemental mystic though. Maybe for midnight. I bet you for midnight. If you're gonna use it, it's gonna be in a midnight restriction. I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling just reading the card off a website. Oh, was he on it? Is that the redhead dude? I'm still trying to get all their names right. Alright, so also on Monday, from Divinian Fields, we have the Winged Donkey. We don't talk about Burrow. Arcane Mountain, base rarity, ultra rare. Troop type, Centaur Beast, Troop roll, Striker. It's a donkey that looks like a unicorn. It's like a rainbow donkey. Flying Kick is the spell. Deal magic +3 damage to the first enemy and knock them to the back. Destroy a random column. Mana color yellow-brown. Mana cost 11. Trait number 1, Centaur Bond. Trait number 2, Thick Head. Trait number 3, Air Link. That's your typical, like, Glory Shop troop. Nothing too special, but... Also on Monday from Divinian Fields, we're getting Zebrator. Panic and Run, Panic and Run. Arcane Light, base rarity, Epic. Troop type, Centaur. Troop roll, Striker. It's a Centaur with a bow. With, like, dreadlock hair. She's got zebra bottom and human top. Secret Path is the spell. Deal magic +4 damage to an enemy, then create 2 yellow gems boosted by Centaur allies, so it's kind of like Hippolyta. Shiny spell is deal magic +4 damage to an enemy, then create 3 yellow gems boosted by Centaur allies. Mana color green, yellow. Mana cost 15. Trait number 1, Centaur Bond. Trait number 2, Armor Piercing. 50% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. And trait number 3 is Pathfinder. On Friday, from the Labyrinth, we're getting Maze Cyclops. Honk if you're Horn Eye. Arcane Lava, base rarity, Epic. Troop type, Orc Giant. Troop roll, Striker. It's a female orc with a big ol' cleaver sword. She's very sexy. Gore and Gaze is the spell. Deal magic +3 splash damage to an enemy boosted by my attack, then knock them to the back. Mana color red-brown, mana cost 13. Kind of like a gargoyle, huh? Trait number 1, deep strength. Trait number 2, big. Trait number 3, grudge. So I'm trying to like give you some comparisons to other troops so you can get an idea of what maybe they're doing. So Maze Cyclops is similar to gargoyle. Zebrator is similar to Hippolyta. Winged Donkey is similar to that other like donkey or whatever it is that stuns and knocks them to the back and stuff. Archdruid Blackwood is similar to like a phoenix type of strength. So that's what we got coming into the game. I don't know what the mythic is coming for. Is it the campaign maybe? The Winged Donkey's probably Glory Shop troop. Zebrator is the Journey troop, and Maze Cyclops is the new troop from the Labyrinth for the faction event. Hey, it won again! Autoplay for the win. Alright, weapon spoilers for the upcoming week. On Monday, October 21st, 2024, from Divinian Fields, we have the Beaten Path. Rarity Legendary, weapon type hammer, weapon roll striker. Auto playing 300, epic trial 300. Mana color blue yellow, mana cost 14. The spell is deal magic plus 4 damage to an enemy boosted by yellow allies and centaur allies. We have gain 4 armor, eliminate 2 attack from the first enemy, deal 5 damage to the first enemy, and stun the first enemy. So, new weapon. Alright, do we have any new pets? I don't see anything. Pets have been kind of hit or miss on this website for a while, though. Doesn't mean we're not getting a new pet, but Terran's World's kind of been weird with pets lately. Max Kingdom Power. On the 21st, midnight, Kingdom Power goes to 12. And Divinian Fields Kingdom Power goes to 29. On the 25th, on Friday, Wild Plains Kingdom Power goes to 30. So that's important, because Wild Plains reaches 30, which makes it more worth it to 20 it. Just depends what color the deed is, because you don't want to do Wild Plains if you haven't done, like, Darkstone and Zalkari. You know, you got your Imperial deeds, even if it's not the same color as Zalkari or Darkstone. Like, the Imperial deeds are shared, so you don't always want to be leveling up every single kingdom like that. Just check out my Diminishing Returns video, if you're a member. Alright, so that's it for the spoilers. We got a Journey event, we got a Divinian Fields week, we got a new faction troop. Looks like a new mythic somehow, maybe through the campaign. So kind of, you know, Journey's one of the hardest guild events. And then the faction, the Labyrinth, I don't think is very easy either. So it might be a difficult week of patience and saving. And my chat will not load. Alright, I'm kind of waiting. Let's see if this can win, or should I just retreat? So we can play the game normally. The computer is farting on itself. Computer is not working. So I gotta bring up the chat. And I gotta put in a new chapter. I guess I gotta refresh, I'm sorry. We had Mark and Anita so far, so I'll try to remember that. If you asked a question I did not answer, please ask it again, because I just had to reload my chat. I'm so sorry. Alright, to live chat, let's see what I got here. Tyrion got gifted. Why is it always me? Yeah, welcome back. That gift was for Sana. Okay, Sana's out there then. I think Sana's not feeling well today. I hope she gets well soon. One of these days she's going to get that sorted, because it's not a forever thing, I don't think. You know, she got... what, you know, she's got to get used to it, I think. They got to get, like, the right combo in there, you know? I think she'll be cool. T-Bird said, finally got enough Dragonite for my first egg since coming back. Hybrid Theory and Meteora. I used to listen to them all the time, y'all. I had both of those. Now they're trying to bring them back. Do you see that? Like, there's a female singer now. They're trying to, like... It's like beating the boss in your last life. Yep. We did it! Oh, Anita got your deep freezer? Nice. Dishonest Rob's video got taken down? Nice. The grind for Stella is on. Nice, Roxy crafted the last one you needed. T-Bird says, sweet catching up on this new account and 2 years behind with all those changes. Think I finally have Dawnbringer on Xbox. Dang it, Bobby. Level 1500, Roxy, congratulations. Yeah, those merchants will slow you down. You kind of just need to know, like, what you're gonna do before it even pops up. That's my advice. Like, what color deed are you gonna buy? Because you're not buying all color deeds. I definitely don't recommend that. You'll run yourself out of gems so fast if you just buy every single deed that pops up. No matter how many gems you have, like, those deeds are gonna pop up, and they cost quite a bit. So if you keep buying every single deed that pops, then you're gonna run out of gems. So you gotta kind of, like, decide which color you're gonna buy. And sometimes you're not buying any because your gem stack is just so low. That's like a purchase you don't have to do. So if you need purple deeds, you're buying purple deeds if they pop. If you need green ones, you're buying green if they pop. But otherwise, if you see any other color, you just buy the gold one. You just, like, I usually just peek at the gold one real quick, and usually I just buy it. Unless it's something, like, super weak. If it's just, like, some minor trait stones or some souls or some whatever. I don't even know if treasure maps can pop up there, but just as an example of something I wouldn't buy for gold. If it's something like that, I'll just totally skip the merchant. But otherwise, if it's like pet food or, you know, I'll just do the gold option pretty quick. Like, I'll peek at the gem offer and then I'm just taking the gold offer almost every time, 90-something% of the time. Because gold you can get so easily, like, just get it back. And it's not even, doesn't even cost that much. Unless you see something crazy, like mythic ingots for 50,000 gold or something crazy. Like, don't do that, but if it's some just, like, regular price thing for gold, just buy it. Makes it faster. Alright, are we going to win again here on autoplay with... This is level 300. I kind of want to see this out. I wish it went a little faster, but you're not supposed to be watching it. Chad's on a break. Getting his coffee, going to the vending machine, taking a poop. Maybe having a smoke. Sitting in the break room. Watching a stream. Maybe you go out to your car, read a book. What do you guys do on your break at work? I used to read. I would go on my lunch break. Like, on my lunch break, when I used to, like, go to a building and work for a dude. On my lunch break, I always wanted to, like, get out of there and get away from everybody and, like, drive away. Like, I would do that every single day. I would just... If it was my lunch break, and my jobs always had, like, an hour lunch break. Not every single one of them. Like, at this one place I worked was crazy, and they wanted you back as soon as possible, so they only gave me, like, a 15-minute lunch break. But at every other place I worked, you would get, like, an hour. And that's, like, almost too much, you know? I'd rather have, like, a 30-minute lunch and be able to leave 30 minutes early or something. But some places, like, force you to take an hour lunch. So if they force me to take an hour lunch, first of all, I'm taking the entire hour, which usually makes them annoyed. It's like, you're the one making me take an hour lunch, so why are you annoyed when I take the entire hour? I'm going to take the entire hour every single day, so you just might as well get used to it. And what time would you like me here? Oh, 7 a.m.? When they really want you there at, like, 6:45? It's like, just say it, dude. Like, if you want me here at 6:45, then say it. Like, don't say my start time is 7 and then get mad, secretly get mad for years. Like, I feel like they do that, man. A shyster salesman, and I've been talking like same kind of crap. Like, they won't tell you when something's wrong. They'll just keep, like, adding up evidence and holding it against you later. Like, oh, he was 5 minutes late today. I'm gonna remember that. Even if you're not really late, you just say, like, oh, I might be 5 minutes late. Well, now you're just late. You were late, whether you got there on time or not. You said it. It's in text. They can show it to other people. You were 5 minutes late, even if you didn't get there late. Because you said you might be 5 minutes late. So they can say, look, he was late this day. Well, that's what I used to have to deal with. That's why I'm so annoyed. I hate people like that so bad. I used to have to deal with, like, work politics all the time, and I just sucked at it. I'm too, like, honest and real for stupid politics at work. But it's like, they give you an hour break for lunch. I don't want it. Like, hey, first thing I'll say is, hey, can I just take 30 minutes and leave 30 minutes early? Or can I come in 30 minutes late and just take a 30-minute lunch? No, 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 no. Everybody has to take an hour lunch, and this is the time you get here, and this is the time you leave. We can't just make up rules for you. Like, all right, then I'm going to take the entire hour, and I'm going to leave the entire building, and if something catches fire, I don't even care. I'm gone. So that's why I'm leaving. Because if you stay at work during your lunch, you know, people are going to bug you. People are going to run up to you with stupid stuff like, how do you do this, or how do you do that, or this customer said this, or this customer said that, or the salesman Rob is saying this about you or that about you and wants you to do 50,000 stupid things that don't matter. He wants to show your machine to a crowd of people all of a sudden when you need the machine all day or else you can't get your job done. He's going to go out there and do a demo on it. This machine that you only have one of that has all the inventory in it that you need. Like, nobody tells you that they're going to show it today and do a demo on it. But the salesman, Rob, he comes out there, oh, I got to show this machine today, like with 5 minutes notice or 2 minutes notice. Meanwhile, the entire inventory's in the machine, and I need to pull like 50 million things out of there and ship them out and stuff. And I'm the only one in the building that knows how to work the machine. It's like a giant building-sized machine. But he's going to do a demo on it, and he's going to sit there and talk for 3 hours trying to sell it to somebody, and then he doesn't even get the sale. So then we just wasted 3 hours. It's like, tell me a week in advance, and I can plan around it, and I can, like, get everything done before you have to do it. But no, they just run out there, and it's more important to try to sell this $100,000 machine than it is for me to do my job that I'm supposed to be doing, of course. But then they don't even sell it, so did it really matter? And now I'm getting in trouble because I didn't get everything done for the day, because nobody remembers that salesman Rob was out there trying to do a demo on it and sell it to somebody, and that I couldn't do my job. But 3 days from then, when they realized that some things didn't get to where they were supposed to go, they don't remember that he was doing a demo on it for 3 hours talking, and I couldn't get to it. So that's why the things didn't make it where they were supposed to go. That, or I do 2 hours of overtime, and then they start complaining about overtime. It's like, dude, what do you want me to do? Like, everything's in that machine that he's standing there talking about it for 3 hours. I can't use it. What am I supposed to do? I either have to stay late and get overtime, or stuff isn't going to make it where it needs to go, because there's no other possible way. If he would tell me a week in advance, then I could maybe figure something out. If you tell me, this is when I'm coming out there, this is when I'm doing it, and this is how long it's going to take, then I could figure it out and get it done, maybe. But when they just pop up out of nowhere and it's all of a sudden the most important thing in the building to be showing this piece of equipment to some potential buyers, it's like, bro, that's how they are, though. And then they lie, and it's all your fault after. Like, I didn't sell it because he was bugging me the whole time trying to work. Dummy trying to work. Stuff that's a bird in hand is better than bird in the bush, bro. A bird in the hand is better than two in the bush, you know? This stuff is already sold. People already bought this stuff. Don't you want to, like, get it to them? They already paid the money. The money's in the account. Let's get them their stuff that they already bought. Let's not sit here and try to sell a $100,000 machine to 3 random dudes that aren't going to buy it. It's annoying. That's what salesmen are. It's like, that's the vibe I get from you know who. But yeah. Let's do some vault event, I guess. So I got my Underspire done with an Epic and Under team. I did my XP booster adventure board dungeon. I did all this morning. So I'm ready to go on vault keys, vault event. I have so far very low. I'm doing horrible. I've only done 2 gaps, but I made up for the first gap with the second gap. I have 40 total. You guys remember that on my first gap, I got a very low amount. I got like 15. But on my second one, I got 25, so I made up for it. That's how it's going to go sometimes. Let's check out our location over here. We got Cinemirage. How are our myth stones? They're on 2, so I can definitely do a gap. The lower your number is, the more safe it is to do a gap. You should chase verses when your number's high, and you should do gaps when your number's low. Let's make sure we have the right team. Yep, we got the right team. This is the team that you use to do Gnomapaloozas because you need a little bit of extra damage for the gnomes that have a little bit of extra durability. Triple Ironhawk's for verses, double Ironhawk is for gaps. If you don't have Ironhawk, you use Rowan for everything. That's simple. Sauvage. Kill as many enemies as you can as fast as possible. So that means explore 1. Alright. Dervishes. Coffee and yogurt? That's a good combo. Roxy says if you have an hour lunch, you can have a 10-minute power nap. That too. So on my hour lunch, I would usually read for like 30 minutes. Well, I would eat first. That's when I was going to like McDonald's every single day, and I got so sick of it that I still can't eat it to this day because there's only like 2 choices. It was like McDonald's or Taco Bell or something. And I went to McDonald's like every day and got like something different on the menu every day. Because I worked at that place for like 5 years or something. And, you know, I got sick of it, but I kept eating it anyway. And then, so I would eat my lunch, sit in the line, you know, get my food, eat my lunch, go park somewhere far away from the building because I didn't want people bugging me. I would eat my lunch real quick, and then I would like read a book. And then I would like 15 minutes of reading, I'd be starting to fall asleep. I read like Hannibal, like the whole series of the Hannibal stuff. Was it like Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal, and I read all of those, I remember, and I read all the Gunslinger books, like The Dark Tower. Definitely read all the Lord of the Rings. Like, I got through a ton of books, like, just reading on lunch. Lord of the Rings, I think, like, Gunslinger, Dark Tower, you know, Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs stuff, all those books. And then, there's one other one. I did, what's the thing with the girl, like, Katniss and the Catching Fire, and I read those too, because Mrs. Cinny was reading them, and, like, we both read them. Mark says, just got a Freddy's Yeast Bad Vault weekend for me. I've gotten 152 keys so far this weekend. Can't find Freddy's. Dervishes, you're at 0? Oh, no. Roxy, you crashed. I'm hoping to fix that tomorrow. So this should be the last time we're crashing and having bad video and stuff like that. Alright, let's do it. So, let me put the chapter in. Yeah, Hunger Games. I read those. So I read Hunger Games and I watched the movies. I read Lord of the Rings, watched the movies. I read, like, the Silence of the Lambs stuff and watched the movies. Kind of like doing that. It's fun. Or I used to. I'm just going to put Vault as the chapter. 104:15. Save. Somebody runs over a grandma and then says sorry. Do you forgive them? 104:15. 119:15 is where we will be done. If you want to keep an eye on your timer, which you should do. Mark says, I've never seen or read anything Hunger Games related. I hear it's a good movie. Yeah, I feel like it's like the dystopian, like, you know, like they play the... It's like a game where you die, pretty much, if you don't win. It's like a future where they're playing games and eliminating the stronger people from different places. And there's always, like, one winner that gets to live. There's a bunch of movies came out like that after Hunger Games. There was like another decent one too that I don't remember what it's called. What's the one? What's the other one? Like the have you seen Maze Runner? I think it's Maze Runner. There was a whole series of those. That one was alright too. That one was pretty good. And then there's one that Divergent. Is that one? It's more of a thing like it's kind of like those movies and books that like your wife or your girlfriend or your lady friend will like a lot, and then but it's good enough that you also would watch it. It's a really good thing to like watch with your significant other, because it's not like horrible. It's not like Twilight or something. You're not gonna have to sit through sexy vampires and sexy werewolves. You can. It's actually kind of exciting and cool, and like Woody Harrelson's in it. So it's a really good one for the ladies, but you're not gonna like be bored to death, and it's actually good if you get into it. So there's action, there's death, there's like competition. The Running Man from the 80s? Maybe. Probably is. You know everything's just a recreation of something else. I mean, you see that on Gems of War YouTube. Everything in the world is like that, probably. Somebody makes a movie, and then someone else makes the same movie later. Somebody makes a show, somebody makes the same show later. Just call it something different. Maze Runner, Divergent, Hunger Games. It's not like something I don't know. I would recommend it because it turned out to be really good. But you have to like get over the fact that I don't know. You just have to get into it and then you'll like it. It's one of those type of things. Like you might look at it like I look at Harry Potter a certain way, but I know if I started reading it and watching it, I'd probably like it. It's kind of like that. You look at Harry Potter and you think it's like a kiddie movie that is for kids or something. And it's just because he's like a kid. And that's the only reason. And that's kind of how Hunger Games is. It's like the main character is a female. But think more like Tomb Raider and less like Titanic. More like Domino or something. Other good... More like, what's the one? The vampire movie with the chick? I always forget that one. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Cookie Man 420. They should make a Gems of War movie. They could do some cool stuff. That's why I thought when they were doing the Underspire and the Choose Your Own Adventure stuff, I was kind of getting excited. I thought they were actually going to do that, but they never did. They're like, I don't know, man. If they sat there and really tried, they're always worried about money so much, though, you know. If they really got creative, they could probably do something with this game. Like, the Underspire Choose Your Own Adventure thing is, like, my main example of something they could have done that they chickened out. They chickened out on it. And we got blank hallways with left or right instead of, like, a Choose Your Own Adventure type of thing. And then they got, like, the comic-style storyline and stuff like that, and they could do something with that, like, go a little bit harder, do something with that. I don't know. Some sort of combination of the two, maybe. Take your new comic-style quest lines, mix it with the Underspire, and, like, Choose Your Own Adventure. And they can make something really cool, but they're too worried about money these days that they're not going to give them enough time to sit there and be creative. Cookie Man has a good PvP team? What is it? The Professor! I'm doing a gap, so if I miss some stuff, I'm sorry. Master Chick. When I'm in PvP, I'm just trying to go fast most of the time. That or win. It's one or the other. Citadel Wars, you're worried about winning. And any other time, you're worried about going fast. Weren't you in first place, Mark? I thought I saw that somewhere. If you are, I could show it on the screen for you. After this gap. I'll just show it anyway, because you're probably way up there in third place, or if not first. That's pretty cool, man. Hey, at least you're doing the right thing, dude. Like, if you're ever gonna lose spots, now's the time, yeah? The people that are passing you up are idiots, right? Sounds like my life. They're gonna play PvP while they should be doing the vault event. So if they're passing you, they're just idiots. That's how I should feel, right? Alright, thanks, Chad. We'll see ya. Mark says, yeah, I was first, but stopped to grind. I quit playing on Thursday, but still have 330,000 VP. Dirt! Sometimes ignorance is bliss, y'all. Like, put your head in the sand like an ostrich. Sometimes. I remember coming home the other day, and I was thinking, like, man, if I was coming home to the other place right now, I would be so stressed out. I'm like, but this place, it's like total opposite. You get to see squirrels and bunnies instead of shiesties and hoodies. It's the that's the difference. My old neighborhood was shiesties and hoodies everywhere when you get home from work. Maybe some pellet guns, Orby guns, real guns. And my new place is squirrels and bunnies. And maybe a person walking their dog. Some duckies. I love doing the thing where there's like a bunch of geese or something, and I'm like, look at all them chickens. I like doing that joke for my daughter. Like, those aren't chickens, Dad. I'm like, I know. I just like to make you say that. Be driving by a bunch of geese. Look at all those chickens! Those aren't chickens! Those are geese. Don't you love when the geese, they walk across the road and they just take their time? They give you the old side eye, they just kind of stand there. But then around here, I'm telling you, we got some weirdos around here because some people will just hit them and kill them in the road. That's the type of, like, Class A citizens we have. I might lose that Dragonite gnome. Oh. Oh well, I'm in a gap. Can't do too much about it. Just need to get it done. Was that our last fight, too? Huh. That happens sometimes. I don't get too worked up about it. He survived. He got his mana way too fast before I could get mine. And then the 30% chance hit. That wasn't like a 90% chance or a 100% chance. He hit on a 30% chance. He rolled a 10-sided die, and he got the 1, 2, or the 3. It could have been 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It could have been any of those. But of course he hit the 1, 2, or 3. Because that's how this game is. The AI has crazy luck. Porters, alright, we'll see ya. Working on a Saturday. You and Chad are in demand. I guess I'm technically working on a Saturday. I'm like always working though, because if I don't, then it's not worth it, kinda. Because I have to do a lot of work for little reward, like everywhere in my life. So I can't just like go somewhere for 8 hours and make a certain amount of money. I used to do that, and that is a way to do it. How most people do it, because most people are smarter than me. I like to sit here and hope, you know? But I should probably get off of here after this gap, honestly. Mrs. Senny's off today. I need to mess with the washer and dryer. We got some parts in that we needed for it, and I gotta go work on it. We, the, like, line that goes from the back of the washer to the, you know, the water, they only gave us one, and then they gave us, like, they gave us more than one, but they gave us only one that worked. So I had to order another one. And then the dryer, like the duct thing, was too short, so we had to buy a longer one of those. And then the plug wasn't right. It was like a 3-prong, and we have a 4-prong or something like that, so we had to buy an adapter. Stuff like moving in. Of course, things don't go perfect. You can't just carry a super heavy washer and put it down and just have it work right away. So, it still works right now because I just tricked it into doing cold water instead of hot or whatever. It's like asking for... I don't know. Like, I only have one line hooked up. And I just tell it that it's whatever, cold or hot. And then it runs. But now I got the other one so I can fix it. And I won't have to do that. And then the dryer is not even working yet because we didn't have the right size of the duct work, whatever you call it. I'm not a washer and dryer installer, appliance man. Just a regular dude that figures stuff out. The only thing I don't like is when somebody's like hanging over my shoulder while I'm trying to do stuff, because I'll figure stuff out. Just like I figured out what the AC was leaking, and I figured out how to unclog the drain. But it took me a while, because there was a secret compartment door that I didn't know about. So I was sitting there just jerking on everything, unscrewing stuff. You ever been there? Anyone ever been working on something and you start taking everything apart and jerking on everything and can't figure it out, and then all the while there's like this secret door that blends in with everything. I felt like such an idiot when I found it. And it was simple after that. Like, open the door, pull the pipe trap off, unclog the trap, and then it stopped leaking and it was all better. Because it wasn't even working right because it was clogged and leaking. It did feel good though, like fixing it on my own without the maintenance man, without anybody else, like all by myself, like fixing a... Because air conditioning, you like need it. It's like almost a necessity when it's summertime. Because it was like July or something. So it felt good to fix it on my own, figure it out on my own. Man, an apple juice stream right now, bro? Imagine that. What if it was like yesterday or today? I don't know. I'd probably get kicked off of YouTube, or you guys would all leave. We probably already lost some people because they're so far in his butt. Like you can't fix people that are just like they're yeah. It is what it is, but when they don't like to hear it because they feel stupid. They feel stupid, and if you're right, like they watch me be right back to back to back to back to back about Gems of War. Not right about everything. I'm just saying like Gems of War because I've been playing it for so long, so I just get I know. I kind of have a really good idea. Like I get lucky. I'm right a lot. So I'm pretty sure I'm right about this too. But they got stars in their eyes. They're, high-fiving each other and, little inside jokes probably and stuff like that. But all the while, I keep telling you. And then here we go. A whole video dedicated to a lie. But, I mean, some people can't even, like, take proof in their face. They'll deny it. They'll forgive them. Even though I've been saying it for years. And there's so many examples other than that just one blaring, super big example that you're going to look over now for some reason. But, I don't know. I don't even remember what I was talking about. But an apple juice stream, like, while I'm thinking about that stuff, would probably be nuts. So hopefully I forget about it by next weekend, because that's when it is. Next weekend. Apple juice. Let's go. I kind of wanted to do something even more special. Like, one of these days I want to do a super long, like, chat-a-thon where there's not... Like, I want to break the record, at least. I want to break the record. But to do that, we're going to have to start... At some point, start at nighttime and, like, go throughout the whole night. Because that would be more viable than starting in early morning and going throughout the day for me, because the way everything works for me, like the day gets more crazy after like noon, which isn't as bad here. Like it might work here now, depending on which day it is. But if we started at like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. and then there's like so much time ahead of us that it should be anyway. Like, who's going to bug us at midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m.? Like, we have all those hours. And then if it keeps going, like even 10 a.m., 11, I feel like we have more time. But I know some of y'all live in different countries, and 8 p.m. is like 2 a.m. or something like that, or 3 a.m. or... So, I don't know. I just want to do some crazy, like, super special stream where either mix the apple juice with the chat-a-thon or do an uncapped chat-a-thon or... I don't know. I've been promising the apple juice thing, so I gotta do that this month, but I want to do, like, a special one or something eventually. At least break the record. I think the record's like almost 9 hours or something, so I'd love to go to like 10 hours at least. Go for real, like marathon, almost uncapped. It's always going to be somewhat capped, but it'd be great to do this month because I really need it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I already promised one thing. I'm not going to do something else, you know? Jets is here. Yeah, Apple Juice stream is going to be next weekend. You guys can... Friday night probably works the best for me, but if you want it to be Saturday night or Sunday night, I could probably do whatever. Sunday night's kind of tough, though, because you got to get up early in the morning to take the kids and stuff on Monday. So, and I'm sure, like, most of y'all don't want it on Sunday night either, so usually it's between Friday night or Saturday night. And most of y'all usually pick Saturday night. But after getting our vault keys there through that gap, I need to step it up today. I had a horrible vault key day yesterday. We got, looks like 65. So we had 40, right? And now we have 65, so we got 25. So we've run 3 gaps. And we got 65 vault keys. We're a little bit low on epics, but that's going to happen. It'll even out eventually. You should have 10%. But you're going to get more pity keys in the beginning, so it's going to look a little lopsided. But eventually that'll even out, and that'll be like 100 vault keys and 10 epics. And then like 200 vault keys and 20 epics. It'd be nice if it was already 60 and 6, but I'm thinking probably because of the pity keys. I mean, I can't put it off till next... I could put off, like, the special one. If I put anything off, we're gonna have a horrible, terrible month. And... like, we have to do something next weekend. Or we're gonna have a horrible, terrible month this month. Like, usually the Chatathon or the Apple Juice stream saves the month. It's usually how it goes. Let's see. So, let's check our Cinemirage. So now I would do verse hunting until I got to the boss chest. I would look at my verses. What do I need? I need Freddy and Cindy, which I almost prefer it to where I only need one or the other. I hate when I need both of them. But luckily I still have 5 gaps, so that's not... hopefully we get both of them. You're already on Apple Juice? Nice. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? But I'll show you this, an example of this real quick, and I'm probably going to get out of here. So we copy this one. That way we don't have to, like, redo it next time. And we go get another Iron Hawk for our verse hunting. Which is after the Immortals. And this is what I would be doing until I get the boss chest. Whether or not I get the verse doesn't matter until I have, like... until I need it real bad. Like, I have 0. So for now, I just go to the boss chest. Whether I get it or not, I still do a gap after I get the boss chest. But if I... obviously, if I'm missing a certain verse, I can't run a gap. So I would do another boss chest. Or at least go until I get that verse. 4:20, but football is on. We'll do this for a while. I need Cindy and Freddy. Let's see if we can get one or the other. Let's see if we can get one or the other real quick here. And then that's what we'll end on. We had a nice Underspire where we did Epic or Under. Challenge Run. Nobody else out there is doing challenge runs, are they? I might start doing that. I think eventually I want to win a leaderboard. Like, that's going to be a challenge for me. I want to win a leaderboard. Maybe I can do Underspire, Epic, and Under, no trinkets. Step up the difficulty. I could try for speedrun.com leaderboard too. Especially with Stellarix. I don't know if anybody's done that yet. I haven't looked in a long time. And the speedrun leaderboards aren't that relevant these days for Gems of War because they still have, like, Treasure Hunt and Arena on there. The only ones that are really relevant are, like, Explorer 12, Pet Rescue, and maybe Delve 500. And if no one's done it yet, like, I looked, it was a while ago. I think it was like 6 months ago I looked, and no one had done Stellarix yet. But obviously Stellarix is the fastest thing in the game right now, so somebody could go steal that, you know, world record. It's basically a world record. Just because it's Gems of War. Like, that's the website where they keep track of world records for video games. Gems of War is on that website. So you could go get yourself a world record. You just have to record it and then submit it. I've done it before. I'm on the leaderboard. I'm on every single leaderboard. I think I'm in second place for Treasure Hunt because no one does it. Like right here, you don't want to sit here and be deciding forever, so I would just buy the... I don't even really need the ingots, but it's only 4,000 gold. I don't know why I backed all the way out, but just make sure you know what you're going to do before it even pops up there. So you can keep going fast. Can I play any game on speedrun? I can do Dark Souls 2. That's pretty much my only other speedrun game. And I'm like super rusty, and like the strategy isn't even the same anymore as when I was doing it. I think if I was gonna speedrun a game, it would probably be Gems of War. And then after that, it would be Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. And I would have to, like, it would be glitchless. I'd have to do glitchless because I think nowadays people glitch it. Like, they jump out of bounds and do all kinds of glitches. And the way that I know is not, it's glitchless. But I have a, if you're interested in speedrunning at all, I have, if you look up Dark Souls 2 on my channel, I've done speedruns of it. I can beat it in under 2 hours. I wasn't great or anything, like, I was just starting to learn it. I wasn't even doing all the strategies yet. I was almost there. There's only like one strategy I wasn't doing. But it's probably changed, because that was years ago. I was like 5 years ago, probably, I was doing that. But I can beat Dark Souls 2 in under 2 hours. And I have a whole tutorial on how to do it on the channel. And I've had people in my comments of that tutorial like, thank you, this helps so much, you know? And then I have a Dark Souls 2 video, like a soul farming video. It has like 30-something thousand views and stuff like that. I need to remake that so bad because it's in like an hour long. Like, you know me, sometimes I get long-winded and repeat myself. I need to redo that one because the watch time on it's horrible. Like, people click on it and then they don't watch. 10k trophies, nice. Jet says, did an Explore 12 Dragonite gap yesterday, got 160 Dragonite and a verse. Nice. I'm not really sure what you mean about that, but I'm glad you got Dragonite. Try to get this verse before we get out of here. I haven't really seen one yet, though. There we go. Hey, it's Cindy. So that's one of the two that I need, and that's what I was looking for, so we got it. It's like I said, man, this works. This works. So do verse hunting until a boss chest. Do the boss chest, run a gap. Do verse hunting until a boss chest, do the boss chest, and then run a gap. Like, and I promise you, you'll get the verses you need. You should get them if you keep doing it. Don't, like, do a bunch of gaps back to back to back to back to back and then try doing this. Like, you got to do it every single time whether you need verses or not. That way you keep up with it. But even if you're missing, like, if you have 0 of a certain verse, it still works. You might have to do, like, 2 boss chests max. Like, I've never had to sit here and do, like, 3 or 4 boss chests. Maybe, like, 1 time. Like, you're going to have bad RNG here and there. Nothing always works all the time when it has the RNG involved in it. But for the majority of the time, if you run a gap, then verse hunt, then run a gap, then verse hunt, then run a gap, then verse hunt, then you will never run out of verses. You'll always have gaps. You'll be able to keep going and going and going and going. It's when you, like, keep running gaps back to back to back to back to back, you're going to run out of them and you're not going to be able to run them. So you got to actually hunt verses in between. That way you have them when you need them. Lady Gaga's here? Where? But yeah, I really got to get going on this. Today, I really need to do some vault key hunting. I want to get at least 300. That's embarrassing if I don't. So, saying it right here to hold myself accountable, I'm going to try to get 300 vault keys this weekend, even though I started very slow yesterday because I was ranting and raving about a lying snake. And it doesn't help anything. So I just, yesterday I did something that just was a total waste of time. Because you can never change people's minds. Even if you're saying truth, it doesn't matter. So, they're not going to believe you. They got love in their eyes. They're in the same pair of underwear with him. So it's just not going to change. The people that know it, and I think you're super smart. And the people that are still got the hearts in their eyes in the same underwear as him, like, you're never going to change their mind. So Like, it already is what it is. I'm not trying to change people's minds. Like, I already know who's smart and who's not. It is what it is. So, I'll see y'all. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Get about the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Marvel Puzzle Quest. I'm going to get a Wi-Fi extender. And if I don't, I'm going to stream from a different room. Like, I'm going to be hardwired. So, one way or the other, by tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to have better Wi-Fi and we shouldn't crash and all that stuff. We'll test it out tomorrow on Marvel Puzzle Quest. So, I got to play it because I said I would. I know it's Vault Event, but we were trying different games. That's how we gain subscribers and then weirdly you lose them. Like, it makes total sense that you try a different game. People start watching. They subscribe to your channel. You quit playing that game. I don't know why, like, all 50 came off at the same time. That is weird. But I don't know. It's weird. I was investigating it myself, and then I seen all the freaking lies and hoopla. And I was like, that made my blood boil, because that was a total lie, and I know it. Like, I'm 100% didn't do that. So, and then somebody's out there saying you did. It's nuts. Cool, Mark, you didn't crash one time. But yeah, the Apple Juice stream will be next weekend. I'll start promoting it very soon. And tomorrow's Marvel Puzzle Quest Part 2. And Monday we'll be back around to the weekly preview, Journey Teams, Underspire, Epic Trials, all that good stuff Monday. So I'll see y'all there. Thank you so much for joining me today. Jets, Nugent, Mark Nugent. Jets, I call it Jets because it's MJK Jets. I usually don't call Mark Nugent, though. So we got Jets, we got Mark Nugent, we got Roxy. We got Chad, we got Cookie Man 420, The Professor, T-Birds, Dervicious, we got T-Birds, we got Roxy, we got Porters, we got Mark, we got Tyrion Shark who can't get away. The Bloodhound smelled his undies and chased him down. Anita, T-Birds, Tyrion, Lincoln Park. And I can't go any further back, but Anita, you gifted for Sana, and Mark with the 2. Thank you so much. You know, we didn't put a 0 up on the board today, so at least there's that. But have a good rest of your day. You guys are the best. Peace out.